Alright, lads, Soccerworld Fan TV here. We have Mitch who watched this game and he's saying it as a neutral. Welcome back, first of all, and welcome back for us doing match reactions. Arsenal versus Spurs. Arsenal actually won this game. Tell me your thoughts about the match.
Um, it was pretty entertaining. For most of the game, it was pretty one-sided, considering like Spurs were playing pretty deep. I thought Arsenal played really well in their pressing. Like you could see that their whole midfield was playing really well. They were Ndombele and Højbjerg, like they weren't really allowing them to pull any strings. So, from Arsenal perspective, I think they had a really good game. Spurs, I think they just got outclassed, to be honest. Like you could see there was nobody that was driving forward with the ball. There was nobody that was giving any motivation to the team. And I don't know, I think Jose's got to look at this group of players that he has and see how he's going to fix something, cuz like right now they're not looking that good. They're not in a really good position. Yeah, so I think he's got to change something in his team.
Yeah, let's look at some of the decisions. First of all, the penalty decision. Do you think that was a penalty or not?
Wait, say that again. Your audio
Oh, my
cut
bad.
out.
Do you think it was a penalty decision or like? Do you think it was a penalty?
At first, it like right on the pitch, it looked like a little bit like harsh, but yeah, 100%. I'd give that as a penalty.
And of course, the red card situation. Do you think that Lamela? I don't know. Do you think he should have acted better in that situation, or?
I think it's just like childish from him. Like that's just a naive thing to do. Like he didn't have to go swatting his hand out. Tierney was so far away from him. Like he was reaching for that. So I don't really understand why he would do that. He knows he's on a yellow card, and he's that kind of player that he's got that like evil side to him. We've seen it like multiple times before. Like in the Man United game, for example, when he slapped Martial. Like he has that side of his game, and I think if he wants to be in contention to start for Spurs week in week out, he's got to take that out of his game and play more as a professional.
I think a lot of Man United supporters absolutely loved it, considering the injustice that they had before. And of course, Son got injured in the game. Do you think that he would have made an impact if he was still in the game? Or do you think that just because Spurs were playing so negative, it wouldn't really matter?
I don't like obviously for the rest of their season it's gonna be detrimental, but for this game specifically, um, the time that he was on the pitch, he made a few runs, but nobody is really playing him over the top. Or if they do, there was enough quality on the ball, so I don't think his substitution really made much of a difference. He has that element to him that he can take the game by its horns, and he can drive at the Arsenal defense. But we didn't really see that today, and then him coming off, obviously, weren't going to see that from anybody else.
hmm Obviously, you know Arteta from the Man City time. He was obviously assistant coach and everything. He has done well, pretty well against like the top teams, though. Maybe not in terms of consistency in the league wise, but he has been in the big hitters. Do you think that it's a sense of like they actually need to give him time and also they need to give him funding to really put his emphasis and like really push this team forward, or do you think that that'll be kind of a waste of time and they should look for someone that's more experienced?
Well, I think the board hiring Arteta, they obviously know that he doesn't have any real management experience. He was just an assistant manager, so giving him that big of a job, they have to understand that they're in a rebuilding phase. He's got to understand how it is to be a head coach, because he's never had that experience, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna have to take some time, and the board are gonna have to understand that maybe they're not gonna have like the best results against certain teams, like bottom side teams, like have they had the past couple weeks. But yeah, they've been playing well against big sides for the most part. So we'll just have to see how he progresses.
And obviously, I know you're not a big Jose Mourinho fan. You openly have said it, especially the Pep versus Jose thing. But do you think, like, put your biases aside as well? Do you think that it's just a case that Jose Mourinho, or maybe like why do you think that Jose Mourinho is not really getting or pushing the best for this team? And do you think it's maybe just a sense of he doesn't have the right players, or it's just that he's lacking a lot of ambition? He should try pursuing something else, or what do you think?
At first, when Jose came in, I think he was selling his idea of his brand of football to the team. I think that the team were adapting to it, like, and the results were coming in. So like, oh, maybe we will win something with this guy. But as they started playing against other teams that know how to play against Jose, they started to see that maybe his football isn't really working. So I think he might have lost some of the dressing room. Like, I don't think all the players think that he's the best fit, and I don't think they like the style of play that they're playing right now. So maybe yeah, they might have lost their head at this point. Some of their key players like Kane, obviously, looks like he's thriving in Jose's system, but he also, I don't think he also has the right personnel for his kind of job. Like, I think they're gonna need a new center back pairing. I don't think Alvaro and Sanchez are good long term. Short term, either. So maybe they could look at Lille, for example, and go for Sven Botman. They could look at Fiorentina and get Milankovic. I think they needed like a real leader at the back, because especially in this game, you didn't see anybody with real leadership qualities. I know Lloris is their captain, but he didn't really seem like he was trying to push the team at all. So yeah, I think it's sort of he's lacking the quality in the squad, and maybe not all the players are really invested in his idea of football at the moment.
Damn, that's very interesting. Yo, Daniel Levy, if you are watching this, you got your next football director or scouting agent. It can intertwine, to be fair. But yeah. Is there anything else specifically that I do want to ask? Um, oh yeah, what do you think both expectations for the team should be for, like, what do you think like the expectation for Arsenal should be right now at the moment, and what do you think the expectation for Spurs should be? Because obviously Spurs are in a final against you guys for the EFL Cup, so they could win a trophy more
Hmm.
likely. It's a 50-50 game, but you never know. And obviously for Arsenal, they're still in the Europa League. Same with Spurs. So do you think it's big plus if they do win a trophy, considering the positions they are?
I think it would be a good boost for the squad, considering that they haven't really won anything of major value recently. So if they do win a trophy with Jose, I think that's gonna help. Again, help these players buy into a system. We're just gonna have to see how the final goes, because who really knows how they're gonna pull up in the final? It's a completely different atmosphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think their priorities right now is they have to get top six. If they don't get top six, then I don't know how well Jose is gonna do next season. I don't know who's gonna really want to come to Spurs at the time, if there's no incentive of European football. So they gotta strive to get as far as they can in Europa League and aim for top six. And for Arsenal, um, what place are they in at the moment? Do you know?
They're like 10th place right now, I believe. Yeah, 10th.
They're just gonna have to try to do their best in Europa League at this point. Like, I don't know how far they're gonna get in the league. I don't think they're really gonna get a top six. I don't think it's realistic realistic goal for them.
Mm-hmm.
So they just have to do well in the Europa League for them.
I lied about the one. I want to ask one final thing as well, because obviously you have your boy Mustafa. Will you actually tell Pep to let it slide and give Mustafa a chance to win something?
Wait, say that again. Your audio cut out one
Oh,
more
my audio
time.
cut out. No, I was talking about
Yeah.
Mustafa, right? And you know how he's been so sad and whatnot, and he's your good mate. Do you think you're gonna tell Pep to let it go, let it slide with the whole EFL Cup run?
Nah, bro, that's City's trophy. We have to win that. We're going for that quadruple, so I don't think he's gonna sit back and let
You're
Spurs win a trophy.
confident. Oof.
I,
You're here
I
to
don't
hear,
think that I
folks.
don't think that he's gonna let Jose win.
You're here to hear, folks. Mitch thinks Man City's gonna win the quadruple. What?
No, no, no. We're aiming for it. I don't think we're
Eh,
gonna win it. That's the strive.
okay, okay, okay. But thanks so much for giving your opinion of the game as always. Guys, if you do agree with this opinion, please give a like on the video. Please share this video, and of course, subscribe to the Soccerworld channel, where we'll have more and more content like this. And hopefully, we will be very consistent towards the end of the year. And once again, thank you so much for giving your thoughts about the game.
Thank you for having me.
And as always, y'all take care and peace.